If your plans this holiday include inviting friends and family over, now is the time to wrangle your kids together to discuss manners. Joining us is Julie Friedman-Smith, who is a Calgary parenting expert and also a new author. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. We're very excited.
This is a very, very cool book. I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. It's called A Year of Intentional Parenting. Who came up with the idea? You or Gail?
Well, we've wanted to do a book
Gail's
for a
partner,
long time, yes. And so Gail and I took 52 of the blog posts or articles that we've written over the last probably 6 to 8 years. And we've put them in order from January through December so that you can just read a 2 or 3 page little article and focus in on what you're going to think about for the week in your parenting. So you can either walk all the way through the year, or, you know, if you want to dive in and talk and look in October for the table manners thing, or how to have patience, or if you're yelling at your kids, or if you don't like your child very much this week, it's all in there. Just little bite-sized things to read and think about. Parent with intention.
I love it.
Good, thank you.
When we actually are when we think about the holiday season, manners plays a big part. For example, we're out at the mall, the lineup is long, we get frustrated, our little Johnny, little Janie is right beside us, and we say, why can't these lineups go faster?
Right.
Why am I so fast? And our kids pick up on that.
Definitely.
So that's the start, at least in public, for manners. Where do we go from there?
Well, what it's really important to remember is that kids live what they learn and learn what they live. So if we are whining and complaining about things, if we are not showing very much patience, that's what they learn. And one of the best things that we can do for manners is start teaching it before you need it to show up. So, you know, if you're heading to the mall to wait in line to see Santa, or for whatever it is, or even just to get a parking spot there, make a plan. So what are you going to do with your child while you're waiting in line? Can you play I Spy? Can you take a book? Can you make up a story along the way? How are you going to keep your patience? And thank them ahead of time. So as you're getting into line, you can say, oh boy, thanks for your patience. This line's going to take a while, and I know we can do this. So part of it's about forecasting our belief that the child is capable, instead of saying, now don't you mess around when this line. If we forecast that our kids are going to misbehave, they are usually pretty good at
they're going to follow suit and say, it kind of spins into another one too, where can I have, I mean, how many times do we see parents who have these kids are draped on them, pulling at their arm sleeve and saying, I want that, how come I can't have that?
Right.
Whoa, it's the same thing. Prepare yourself for this?
No.
Or do we just leave the kids at home and don't even deal with it?
Well, yes. I mean, certainly if you have that freedom and you know that it's going to be a ton of dragging them around, that's not setting them up for success. Go out when you have someone to be with your kids. But if you need to take them out, make a plan. Know that you're setting them up for success by only doing a few things. Let them know up front, we're heading to the mall, we're going to get the things on our list.
Right.
And for you today, we're not coming home with anything other than a smile and some time spent together. And if you have, you know, if we're in the mall and you see something, let me know. I'll add it to my list of things that you want, and maybe we'll tell Santa, or maybe we'll keep it on the list for your birthday. That's how we proceed.
Julie, there's going to be meltdowns.
Oh yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yes.
And is it that point where our little child, our adorable little child, melts down in front of us?
Sure.
Is it that moment that we say to ourselves, okay, stop. Let's reevaluate this, and you know what? We'll come back tomorrow, or we'll come back the next day. Because I find that if we force our kids to you know, try to force them through this meltdown, it gets even worse.
Absolutely.
So is there a part of you that said, or would suggest, let's just say stop, get back into the car, and go home and reset?
Yes, I would say in the heat of the moment, trying to solve anything is a bad idea. It's not going to work. So first thing is, please don't shame your kids or start belittling them in public, because the moment you step into that power struggle in public, you know that your child's going to match you. And then who's feeling more shameful? We can't control our child's behavior. We absolutely can control our own response to that behavior.
What if I see something? So I'm just walking through the mall, minding my own business, and I see you with your parent or with your child and going, well, da.
Which you won't see, but yes.
I know. Well, not with you, you won't. But if I see that, there's a part of me as a parent wants to go over to that parent and say, I know it's tough. You know what? I'm behind you 100% of the way. Or do we go to that parent and say, come on, What advice would you give to me if I see something like that going on?
Well, I would say a few things. So always, when our kids are reacting in the moment, let's take them somewhere quiet in order to calm them down, because that way everybody functions better. So if you see that there's a mom with a full grocery cart or whatever, you can say, you know, I'm happy to stand here with your groceries if you want to just take him to the washroom, or something like that. So you can offer support in that way.
There you go.
But you never know whether that mom's going to feel so embarrassed and shameful that she says, "Get out of my face." You know, every action has a consequence. So sometimes the best thing that we can do is walk the other way. I don't think we really, Gail and I, encourage parents not to be judging others, because if we're judging others, we're also judging ourselves. So just see if you can help. And if you can't, then move on and make your day as good as it can be.
And that's the only thing you can do. Okay, real quickly, we have about 30 seconds. I know we didn't leave much time for this.
No worries.
A year of intentional parenting, a must read.
Yes.
I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this. There's, again, from January right through every month of the year, and you give some great advice for parents. The one thing you would say about this book is?
It's for parents of kids from 0 to 16, 17 years old.
Okay.
There's something in there for everybody, for sure. And they can get it at our website, parentingpower.ca.
There you go, parentingpower.ca. Julie, thank you very much.
My
Always
pleasure.
great to talk with you. Have a great holiday season.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah, and one that doesn't involve yelling at your kids.
Hope not.
The book, again, is called A Year of Intentional Parenting. It is Julie Friedman-Smith, who is a Calgary parenting expert and now an author as well. Still to come, we get a little physical, if you will. Hard Knocks 40. That's coming to Calgary. More details about that in a few moments. First, here's what's happening in and around Calgary. This is Trending on Shaw.